not spill my wine while I'm walking.
No.
That's what I'm missing. Got a stick. Stand the hour. There's some cake for it.
Well, I think we've already clearly voted on. Yeah, we've clearly been doing nothing whatsoever at the behest of the gentleman that we appointed. I think it is
Smart decision, if I say so myself.
It's not even a decision. That's exactly what matters. It's not a decision.
There's nothing to do. We need more information.
I believe it is our duty as citizens of this province to help our neighbors in Massachusetts. And the people of my town think accordingly, and I will vote the way that you think best.
Well, whether or not we help our brethren up north, we have a duty to defend ourselves. So we are in alignment to some degree, sir, and we should mobilize our militia and prepare for inevitabilities.
I think it's a foolish decision, but I'm clearly outnumbered. I'm clearly in the minority, and I am still proud British subject, but I'm also proud Rhode Island. I will not get in your way. Whatever this assembly shall decide, I shall stand by. But know that I think this is foolhardy. I think we bring ruin upon ourselves. Good. To your eternal health, gentlemen.
So I propose that we raise an army of observation for the defense of the colony of Rhode Island and Providence plantations.
Here.
We must.
Oh, here comes the governor. Right on time to be informed of what actions the colony shall take.
Enter, sir.
We have deliberated.
Sirs, I come to report that the post rider stopped at my emporium no more than an hour ago. And he's reported to me that the tensions in Boston and surrounding areas have developed into a crisis proportion. And there has developed into hostilities. So there's been armed conflict on Lexington Green and in Concord. We don't know how many casualties there are, but we know there are dead on both sides, as well as many wounded. There are colonists coming from all the surrounding towns in New Hampshire, coming to the assistance of Massachusetts, and the Post Rider has just alerted us to be prepared in case of any eventualities. Since we are only a 2-day march from Boston, we don't know if the troops are going to come to Providence or elsewhere. So we are alerted to prepare ourselves and be prepared for any eventuality.
I believe we've made our decision.
Having advance warning of this notice, we have already deliberated. I think we have come to a decision.
Yeah, indeed.
Without your governor, I do hope you're proceeding with caution, gentlemen.
Caution indeed, sir.
I, Nathan Monroe of Bristol, in the county of Bristol, in the colony of Rhode Island, etc., present the following declaration from the General Assembly of the said colony. Act of Rhode Island for raising an army of observation. At this very dangerous crisis of American affairs, at a time when we are surrounded with fleets and armies that threaten our immediate destruction, at a time when the fears and anxieties of the people throw them into the utmost distress and totally prevent them from attending to the common occupations of life, to prevent the mischievous consequences that must necessarily attend such a disordered state, and to restore peace to the minds of the good people of this colony, it is thought absolutely necessary that a number of men be raised and embodied, properly armed and disciplined, to continue in this colony as an army of observation, to repel any insults or violence that may be offered to the inhabitants, and also, if it be necessary for the safety and preservation of any of the colonies, that they be ordered to march out of this colony and join and cooperate with the forces of our neighboring colonies. It is voted and resolved that 1,500 men be enlisted, raised, and embodied, as aforesaid, with all the expedition and dispatch that the nature of the thing will admit of. Resolved that the military officers throughout this colony, or any other gentleman who shall be willing, do forthwith enlist 1,500 good and effective men for the service of this colony, and that each man who shall enlist shall receive a bounty of $4 and be entitled to the monthly wages of £1 16 shillings. In the lower house, resolved that the Speaker of this House write unto the President of the Provincial Congress in Massachusetts Bay and the Speaker of the House of Deputies in the Colony of Connecticut, and that he transmit to the Congress copies of the resolutions of this House touching the matters contained in the President's letter.
Huzzah! Gentlemen, this is not caution. This is haste.
It's the barest minimum we can do, Governor.
It is more than you should be doing. As I warned you earlier, we do not have enough information for this sort of a proclamation. And as governor of this colony, I will not abide by it. I will not approve of the raising of this army of observation of 1,500 men. I will not commission officers to command it. And I will not even attend a session here again to be sworn in as your governor for a 7th term, because I will have to abide by all of this. I will not have it.
The act has been approved, Governor. Thank you for your service.
Good riddance, I say.
Well done. It dies.
Foolhardy. Absolutely foolhardy.
He is absolutely foolhardy. Right. I think there's only one thing to be done for this. Where's the cleric?
We're going to switch to rum. I'm going to take my claret back to Newport.
Three cheers for our General Assembly. Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Hip, hip.
Huzzah!
Absolutely foolish.
Well, we thank the good gentleman from Newport for the clarity.
Yeah. The one good duty that he's done for the colony is providing us enough clarity. So 250 years ago, essentially today, the General Assembly in Rhode Island made this declaration, essentially showing support for the colony to the north and mustering the provincial militia to show support, essentially partly to protect the colony, but also to start to move north to form what is going to become the Army of the United States around Boston. Thank you all very much. Feel free to come up if you have questions at all, if you'd like to chat with us.